Dear student, now I give lecture on tap changing transformers. Comes under tap changing transformers, we studied about location of tapping, needs for tapping, purposes of tapping. Then introduction about tap changing transformers, then types of tap changing transformers. Types means no load tap changing transformers and on load tap changing transformers. First, location of tapping. The tapping is provided at the high voltage winding of the transformer because the high voltage winding is wound on the low voltage winding. For example, now you see the circuit diagram in figure A. This is the small transformers. The tappings are located at one end of the transformers only. Now you see the figure B. This is the large transformer. In this transformer, the tappings are located centrally placed for both delta and star connected transformer. Then needs for tapping. Frequently change in load changes the voltage of the system. If the load changes, automatically the voltage also changes in the system. Second one is the tap changing in the power transformer is mainly done for keeping the output voltage within the prescribed limit. For that purpose only we are using the tappings. Nowadays, almost all the large power transformer is provided with on-load tap changer only. Then purpose of tapping. For varying the secondary voltage, we need tapping. For maintaining the secondary voltage constant with a varying primary voltage, the tappings are used. The tappings are used for providing an auxiliary secondary voltage for a special purposes. The tappings are used for providing a low voltage for starting rotating machines. The tappings are provided for providing a neutral point, that is, the example is earthing. Then introduction about tap changing transformers. The change of voltage is affected by changing the numbers of turns of the transformer provided with taps. For sufficiently close control of voltage, usually taps are provided on the high voltage winding of the transformer. The tap changing transformer may be achieved in one of the three conditions via the first condition is voltage variation with constant flux and constant voltage turn. Second condition is with varying flux. Third one is a mix of first condition and second condition. But in first condition, the percentage tappings range is same as the voltage. Then types of tap changing transformers. First one is there are two types of tap changing transformers. One is no load tap changing transformer. The second one is on load tap changing transformers. Now we studied about the definition of no load tap changing transformers. The no load tap changer can be operated only when the transformer is de-energized. That means the term no load is misleading because the transformer must not only be under no load condition but it must be also de-energized. Therefore, the IEEE definition for no load tap changing transformers is the tap changer for de-energized operation. The no load tap changing transformer, the abbreviation is NLTC, also known as off load tap changing or of circuit tap changing transformer. The abbreviation is OCTC, or de-energized tap changing transformer. Abbreviation is DETC. So generally, no load tap changer is a tap changer utilized in situations in which the transformer's turns ratio, that is K, does not require frequent changing, and it is permissible to de-energize the transformer system. Then introduction about no load tap changing transformers. In this method, the transformer is disconnected from the main supply when the tap settings is to be changed. The tap setting is usually done manually. The off-load tap changing transformer is shown in figure 1. To prevent unauthorized operation of an off-circuit tap changer, a mechanical lock is provided. To prevent inadvertent operation, an electromagnetic latching device or micro switch is provided to open the circuit breaker so as to de-energize the transformer as soon as the tap changer handle is moved well before the contact of the amp with shut opens. This is the circuit diagram of no load tap changing transformers. Now you see LT winding, HT winding. 135 is the odd numbers, 24 is the even number. Here 6 stud is there. R is the rotating amp. Now the function is, the winding is tapped from 6 locations corresponding to which 6 studs are provided. The 6 studs are arranged along the periphery of a circle, that is 360 degree. The rotatable amp R can be rotated from a hand wheel mounted outside the transformer tank. The windings are tapped at an interval of 2.5%. Now, the position of the rotatable amp is at stud 1 and 2. The whole winding is included in the circuit. Now, you see the circuit diagram. 1 and 2 means, so the stud or rotatable amp is joined with 1 and 2. So, therefore, 1 to then HT winding, that is closed. Again 2 to full winding. So, the full winding is in circuit. Suppose, so now what is the percentage? 100%. Okay, 100% of winding is in circuit. Suppose the position of rotatable amp is 2 to 3. So each interval is 2.5. So 100 minus 2.5, 97.5. Now you see the circuit 2 to 3 means 2 fully joined, but in the 3 and all only 3 the winding between 1 and 3 only, that is the include, that is the winding between the 3 and then HT winding. So therefore 97.5% of the winding is in circuit. Now the position of rotatable amp R is in 3, 4. So 97.5 minus 2.5 means, therefore 95% only, 3, 4. So now you see 3, 4, 3 to HV winding, then 4 means 4 to HV winding. So therefore 95% of the winding is in circuit. Suppose the rotatable arm position is 4 to 5 means 95 minus 2.5, that is equal to 92.5. 92.5%. That means the winding, that means the winding of tapped at the interval of 2.5% only, you can minus 2.5. So the 4 and 5 means 4 and then HT winding, then 5 and the top one. So top bottom. So therefore, how much percentage? 92.5% of winding is in circuit. Similarly, the position of rotatable amp R is at stud 5 to 6 means 5 and then 6. So therefore 92.5 minus 2.5. So therefore 90% of winding is in circuit. This is the 6 studs are arranged along the periphery of a circle. So we assuming the windings are tapped at an interval of 2.5%. This is the operation of no load tap changing transformer. Then on load tap changing transformer. What is the definition of on load tap changing transformer? The transformer which is not disconnected from the main supply when the tap setting is to be changed, such type of transformer is known as the on load tap changing transformer. That is, the transformer is in service. When the transformer is in service, the tap settings is to be changed. The tap setting arrangement is mainly used for changing the turns ratio of the transformer K to regulate the system voltage while the transformer is delivering the load. The main feature of an on-load tap changer is that during its operation, the main circuit of the switch should not be opened. This is the main feature of on-load tap changing transformer. Thus, no part of the switch should get the short circuit. Now, introduction about on-load tap changing transformer. In order that the supply may not be interrupted because the transformer is in service, on-load tap changing transformers are used. Such a transformer only is known as tap changing under loaded transformer. While tapping, two essential conditions are to be fulfilled. The first condition is the load circuit should not be broken to avoid arcing and prevent the damage of contacts. Second one is no parts of the winding should be short circuited while adjusting the tap. These two conditions essential during tapping in the transformers. Now you see one example on-load tap changing transformer using a reactor. Now you see V1 input voltage, V2 output voltage. So therefore HV winding, LV winding, then shunt tapped reactor. S is the diverter switch. 1, 2, 3 is the selector switch. Okay. So now what is the function? Okay. In this function, first the selector switch 1 and S. That means the selector switch 1 and S is closed. 1 and S is closed. Then suppose we want to change 1 and S closed means what? From 1 to S, then reactor, then HV winding, then V1, the circuit is closed. Okay. Suppose we want to change the selector switch from position 1 to 2 means what is the procedure? First is the switch S2, the switch S, that means first the switch S is open, then the selector switch 2 is closed, then the switch 1 is opened, then the switch S is closed to complete the tap change. Are you clear? Now you see the circuit diagram. First the switch position is 1, the selector switch position is 1, diverter switch S is closed. Okay. Now the selector switch is changed from position 1 to 2 means what is the procedure is to be followed. First the switch S opened and then the selector switch changed to position 2. Then the switch S is opened. Okay, closed. That is the procedure. Clear? So first here you see the procedure. First S is opened. Then the selector switch is changed to second position. Then switch 1 is opened. Then switch S is closed. This is the procedure to complete the tap change. Like that you have to change the other position also. The diverter switch operates on load and no current flows in the selector switches during tap changing. The diverter switch operates on load and no current flows in the selector switches during tap changing. So during tap changing, only half of the resistance which limit the current is connected to the circuit. So during tap change, only half of the resistance. Now see, because this is a center tapped resistance, only half of the resistor only is used to limit the current in the on-load tap changing transformer. This is the another example of on-load tap changing transformer using a resistor. Now see the first diagram. The diverter switch is in position through R1 to 2 only. The second diagram is the tap 2 and R1. Okay, tap 2 and R1 only. Okay. Then tap 2 and 3. Tap 2 and 3 only. You see the connections and all. First, that means here, that means neutral terminal diverter, and then here and all, that means join these two. Then again 2 to R1. 2 and R1 only. 2 and R1 only. Okay. Then 2 and 3. 2 and 3 only. Then again, that means the switch position is, diverter switch position is 3 and R2. Finally 3. This is the tap changing. Initially which position? Second position. From second position to third position. How to change? So first 2 and R1, then 2 and 3, then 3 and R2, finally 3 only. So now the same thing only I explained in this slide. The sequence of operation during the shifting of one tap into the next tap is shown in the figures. The backup main contactor is provided which short circuit the resistor for normal operation, but this on-load tap changer gear with the resistor transition in which one winding is changed for each operating position. The tap changer controls gear by using the push buttons. The aim of this control is to maintain the given voltage level within a specified resistance or to increase the resistance with a load to compensate for the voltage drop in the given transmission line. So in this lecture video, we understand the concept of tap changing transformer. So before we understand the concept, location of tapping, needs for tapping, purpose of tapping, introduction about tap changing transformers, and then types of tap changing transformers. Thanking students for listening this video.